join the Marine Corps Reserves. So I don't go full-time. I go full-time for my training, but then when that's over, I come back home. I go 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, that kind of thing. So we're basically part-time Marine, full-time student. And when that happened, things got wild. I went to Marine Corps boot camp, and I'm telling you right now, guys, I'd never seen anything like it before or since. You had these guys, if I thought the recruiter looked cool, these guys looked 10 times, I mean, these guys were the fittest people I'd ever seen before, muscles everywhere, uniform, like I can get ready in the morning and go to my car and look like I've already been in 2 fights. These guys been like all day running around yelling and doing all this stuff, and they look like all day like they just got out of the, just got put together in the morning. Don't know how they did that, but they did that. And they would come at you with a lot of, it would get on you pretty hard. Let's say it like that. They would push you very hard. They would push you harder than you ever would push yourself. And when you got in trouble, that's another story. And it happened. We all got in trouble sometimes. And so what they would do, right, is when they got mad at you, they would get so close to your face and yell at you in your face. And sometimes there would be 2 of them yelling at you. And sometimes when you did really bad stuff, you get 3 of them at the same time. But they do that for a reason, right? They're not just trying to be mean. They have a job to do. And that's because being a Marine sometimes, you are sent on missions that are dangerous. So you have to get used to dealing with stress. And so that's the point of training someone in that way. And you may be thinking, right, if somebody came in here and did that to somebody in this room, it would be a problem, right? We don't do that, right? But that's what they do. And so you may think, well, if somebody yelled at me like that, I wouldn't like that person very much. It's just the opposite. We love these people. And there's a reason why we love those people. Every day, just one example, every day, 3 times a day, they would march us to the chow hall, right? It's a cafeteria. We ate 3 meals in there. Every day, we would go in, we would line up, we would get our meals, and you're walking with your tray. And those drill instructors, they walk in with you, and they watch you go through that line. And they look at your tray, and they know that you're going to be training hard, a lot of hard work, right? And they make sure that you have everything on your tray that you need. You get all the nutrition you need for that training, right? And there's about 45 guys in that platoon. We all go through, we get all of our food, everybody, and then once we all sit down, that's when they get their food, right? So that's the biggest thing when you think about leadership, and you think about why you might want to respect someone, follow someone's lead, because those men, as much as they pushed us, they cared about us, and they made sure that we were taken care of all day, every day, and had the things that we needed to get through those days. So that's a point about leadership that's important. So the final thing I want to hit on here is about leadership, right? Is you cannot, there's no such thing as a selfish leader, right? If you're selfish, nobody's going to follow your lead, right? So those people took care of us, so we were willing to do what they said to do. And why do I say that to 5th graders, right? You guys are not going to be military generals tomorrow, not going to be Kirby Smart tomorrow, right? So why are we talking about this? Because leadership starts no matter where you are, whether you're 5th grade, whether you're 50 years old like I am. And it starts not with other people. It starts with you, right? No one's ever going to follow my lead if I can't lead myself. And how do you do that? All the stuff you talked about. Making all those good choices, right? Making all those good decisions, right? The thing we talked about at the start of this, showing up. Showing up matters. You show up. When you have to work hard, you work hard, right? You make good choices, right? All the things that Deputy Westbrook talked about, right? When you're presented with a hard choice and there's consequences, you make the right choice. You treat people well. You take care of people, right? That's how you lead yourself. And then, years down the road, there's going to be a situation, and this is going to happen. I promise you it's going to happen, where you're going to be in a situation where you're in a room and nobody's taking the lead. Nobody's leading. In this country, we talk about leadership a lot. We don't see it as much as we probably should, right? So that's why it's important to think about that early, because there's going to be a time when you're going to need someone to step up and lead. And if you start early with leading yourself, you'll always be prepared for when that happens.